Yeah, so reTyre we started in 2015, quite a long time ago, with chemical engineers who lived in very cold condition in Norway, and they wanted to, at that point, make modular tire systems, which resulted in tires with zippers, actually, to make people being able to use their bike more often. And of course, there is some challenges when you are making tires upon tires, which was what that was. So they were always striving to improve that, both in terms of product and manufacturing. And in that process, collaborating with some companies to have better control really over the manufacturing. That's how they came across a new production method. That and was kind of a aha moment when they realized, okay, we can use other types of materials in this production method. So that is really how we started. Inventor. That is my very smart team of engineers and CEOs, actually CEO and CTO, who have developed this production method. Yes. Well, it is two-parted. You have the manufacturing, and that, of course, is our innovation, the production method. We can set up tire production in Norway. That is pretty much unheard of because of the production method being compared to traditional manufacturing. It requires very little space. It requires very little manpower. It relies heavily on advanced automation, of course, and much less energy, no water usage when we are producing tires. So that is out of the box, kind of very sustainable in the manufacturing. But also this production method enables us to use all kinds of materials. So we do not make the compounds. We of course work with companies who do that for us, and a lot is happening within the material world at this moment. So bio-based materials, biodegradable materials, all different kinds of materials that we are then able to make tires from. Yeah, I of course, due to patents and things like that, I cannot tell you how it is done. What I can tell you is that we are using an injection molding machine and combining technology from many different industries into tire manufacturing. So our manufacturing facilities looks nothing like a tire manufacturing facility. It's completely different machinery and setup. Because of it so efficiently set up, our plan is to scale quickly into different segments of the world where we see beneficial. It is efficiently enough for us to be able to set up very close to our biggest customers, so to have supply chain benefits and being able to scale in the pace that we want to. Yes, so we are now starting with the non-motorized market. So that is, we have customers in kids bikes and e-bikes, city bikes segment. Strollers, bike trailers, wheelchairs and wheelbarrows. So lots of different small vehicle non-motorized market. And then we plan to scale to car tires going forward. But at this moment in time, our customers are the non-motorized market. So that's the first products. Yeah, our first customers are OEMs producing, and so we want to collaborate with them and have our tires spec'd on their vehicles. Yes. Yeah, and that is of course when you talk about sustainable initiatives, there are lots of obstacles for that to be successful, and when you see across all industries, the premium price for sustainable initiatives is of course something that can stop it. And we are very aware of that, and that is where the advantage of being able to adjust and use different kinds of materials, because we have then different customers. You have maybe one that has, or multiple that has sustainability as the most important thing to them. So for them, we are able to focus very much on the CO2 reduction, on the impact, and achieve high numbers on that metric. But of course, we want to also be able to sell tires in the price range so that anyone can afford them and replace their current tires with our tires. So then we might have to adjust some metrics, which is kind of how all kinds of tires are produced. The most expensive ones have characteristics, so we can do that with CO2 metric really. Anywhere. Our initial customers are mostly European based, but we are looking to many different parts of the world and talking to all different kinds of brands. Our initial LCAs show between 60 to 90, it depends on the material, percent reduction compared to normal tires. For the data that is available. There is not all that much data that was approved by our LCA company, Intertek. But the data we do have, and when we compare it, then we are able to reach, the lowest is 62 and then up to almost 100 really.
But what if?
Yes. I am not the production responsible, but that is, and as I said, we enable the use of many different materials. So this here is it's a TPE, so meaning it's not vulcanized at all. And then we can also more easily reuse it and then create a circular economy for tires. Yes, we do. As of now, we have many different investors, but we are also funded by Europe's largest producer of renewable energy, the venture arm. The company is called Statkraft. It's a Norwegian company producing renewable energy. They invest in sustainable companies, so we have them on board as one of the main investors. Very, very positive. We launched the first prototypes at the Eurobike and the Kindenjugend, which is kind of the baby trade show, main trade show in Germany. So we did that last year, and the reception was very, very good. It's a market that are looking for sustainable solutions and ways to reduce their CO2 impact. So it was a very good first introduction, and we are in good contact with many brands. The production is almost ready. There are machines flying in at the moment. So we start this summer with the mass production, and then our first customers will then equip their vehicles with tires from us late this year. Yeah, testing facilities in other countries and also some in Norway. We work with one of the biggest research facilities in Norway for some kind of testing, and then we have some third-party testing facilities in Finland, and then we have our own testing. We are building more and more testing facilities for ourselves also. So the first test the test that we do, they deliver very good numbers, so it doesn't seem to be a problem. We of course have to then adjust to the numbers and then make high-performing products. No, that is of course not up to me, but we really want to control this ourselves, and we are a company with lots of engineers, lots of scientists who work together to really and enjoy doing so. So we really want to control it ourselves, but of course that is it's not my decision in the end to what happens there. To scale quickly enough, yeah. But we are on track, so a very positive outlook on that, and the customers are ready to purchase. So it's going very well. Yeah. At the moment, we are focusing on matching in terms of performance. So, but being able to use different kinds of materials, we also, for example, see that we could make the lightest tire in the world for bicycles or other kinds of. To tailor the material for those different kinds of high performing, but then we might have to adjust the CO2. So there are different challenges to that, but since we are able to use all kinds of materials, there are really endless possibilities. But for now we are focusing on the mass production and the reduction of the CO2. That is what's important to us as a very sustainable company. We are founded upon sustainability. Now the targets are the small vehicles, and then we will start working on them 2026 and then move from there. So we are looking for partners and collaborators for the car tire production.
What kind of partners?
All kinds of partners who have more experience in this segment. We have a lot of experience and customers and skills in the small tire segments, and then we are looking to scale. But the technology is proven to make car tires. We of course are testing that also, but we are aiming for normal lifespan. And of course, it depends on the usage and all kinds of things. So I don't have a definite answer to it, but we are looking to match.
The traditional.
Yeah. Also the same. This is of course not an off-road tire, but when we then make an off-road tire, then we will work to match comfort levels and apply the characteristic that is needed to get comfort for a mountain bike tires. Different materials and different reinforcements. We are looking at different kinds of course, puncture protections, and that can be different types of material also. So there are lots of options, really. Yeah. Yeah. So we, since it is not rubber, the value of them of this material is very high to both us and maybe also other types of companies. So we are looking to other industries for inspiration for that. You have successful recycling and reusing initiatives where there's a payback, whereas there's very good initiatives for the return of the material. So we are looking at those kinds of solutions. And of course, we are also the chemical companies that are making compounds. They are also at the forefront of recycling and how to do this. So it's a collaboration, and tire collecting is also different in different countries and regions, so we kind of have to adapt to that. But we are seeing solutions, and also the incentivization of the collection we think is a key to this.